Welcome to the series of Blender tutorials. This tutorial is about navigation, camera view. We shall learn how to navigate the camera in Blender 2.59. This script has been contributed by Chirag Raman and edited by Monisha Banerjee. After watching this tutorial, we shall learn how to change the location of the camera to get a new camera view, how to roll, pan, dolly and track the camera view, and how to select a new camera view using the fly mode. I assume that you already know how to install Blender on your system. If not, please refer to our earlier tutorials on installing Blender. By default, when Blender opens, the 3D view is in the user perspective view. Now, let's switch to the camera view. Go to View tab in the bottom left corner of the 3D panel. Left-click Camera from the menu. For keyboard shortcut, press numpad 0. If you are using a laptop, you need to emulate your number keys as numpad. To learn how to emulate numpad, see the tutorial on User Preferences. This is the camera view. The dotted box is the field of view of the active camera. All objects inside this dotted box will be rendered. Render settings shall be covered in a later tutorial. Blender allows you to position and orient the active camera to match your current viewpoint. Let's see how to do this. Press numpad 0 to go back to the perspective view. You see, the shortcut numpad 0 is a toggle to switch to and from the camera view. Hold the mouse wheel or the middle mouse button and move the mouse to rotate the view to a location where you wish to place your camera. I have selected this location. Press Ctrl, Alt and numpad 0. The camera moves to the new location. The 3D view switches to the camera view at the same time. Blender also allows you to perform a few navigational actions on the camera, such as rolling, panning, tracking, etc. We shall now look at these. Right-click on the dotted box to select the camera. From here on, you can manipulate the camera like you would manipulate any other object. Do remember that to perform these actions, you need to be in camera view. The first action we shall see is to roll the camera view. Press R on your keyboard to enter the object rotation mode. Now, move your mouse left to right and up and down. By default, this rotates the camera in its local Z-axis, that is, around the axis that goes into or comes out of the camera view. Right-click on screen or press Escape on the keyboard to cancel the action. This will take you back to your previous camera view. Now, the next action we shall see is panning the camera view. Panning is in two directions, left to right or up and down. Press R to enter the object rotation mode. Press X twice. The first X locks the rotation to the global X axis. The second X locks the rotation to the local X axis. We will discuss about global and local transform axis in detail in subsequent tutorials. Now, move the mouse up and down. The camera view pans up and down. Now, press Y twice. The first Y locks the rotation to the global Y axis. The second Y locks the rotation to the local Y axis. Now, move the mouse left to right. The camera view pans left to right and vice versa. Right-click to go back to the camera view. Next, we shall dolly the camera view. There are two ways to do this. First, press G to grab the camera. Hold the mouse wheel or the middle mouse button and move the mouse up and down. Second way, you can move the camera along its local Z-axis. Press G. Press Z twice to lock the camera to the local Z-axis. Now, moving the mouse up and down gives the same effect. Right-click to go back to the camera view. Tracking the camera view left to right or up and down involves moving it along the local X or Y axis. Press G. Press X twice and move the mouse left to right. The camera view tracks left to right and vice versa. Now press Y twice and move the mouse up and down. The camera view tracks up and down. Right-click to go back to the camera view. Blender also provides a fly mode for the camera. Press Shift F to enter the fly mode. Now, you can move the camera view in three ways. First is using the shortcut keys on the keyboard. Press W on the keyboard to zoom in. Press S to zoom out. Press A to move to the left. Press D to move to the right. Right-click to go back to the camera view. Second method is using the mouse wheel or the scroll in fly mode to zoom in and out of the camera view. Press Shift F to enter the fly mode. Scroll the mouse wheel upwards to zoom in. For shortcut, press numpad plus. Scroll the mouse wheel downwards to zoom out. For shortcut, press numpad minus. Right-click to go back to camera view. Last method is using the mouse wheel or scroll in fly mode to move the camera view left to right and vice versa. Press Shift F to enter the fly mode. Press D and scroll the mouse wheel up and down. The camera view moves left to right and vice versa. Left-click on screen to lock the camera view. Now, this is your new camera view. So that wraps up our tutorial on navigation camera view. Now, in a new file, change the location of the camera and the camera view. Roll, pan, dolly and track your camera view. And use the fly mode to select a new camera view. This tutorial is created by Project OSCAR and supported by the National Mission on Education through ICT. More information on the same is available at the following links: oscar.iitb.ac.in and spoken-tutorial.org/nmeict-intro. The Spoken Tutorial project conducts workshops using spoken tutorials, also gives certificates to those who pass an online test. For more details,
please write us to contact@spoken-tutorial.org.
Thanks for joining us. And this is Monisha from IIT Bombay signing off.